If you told me a year ago I'd be reviewing a NovaaLab red light therapy pad on Cybernews, I honestly would not have seen that one coming, but here we are. I'm not getting any younger. My joints have started leaving little FYI notes after long work days, workouts, or honestly, just existing. I've had this low-key, everyday stiffness that's creeping in, and at some point you realize body maintenance isn't optional anymore. So I started looking for ways to support recovery at home without scheduling my life around appointments. That's what pulled me into the NovaaLab red light therapy and red light therapy in general, because it's pitched as a simple, non-invasive routine that you can do in short sessions. And instead of geeking out over specs on a product page, this review is based on real use. In this Novaa Light Pad review, I'm going to show you what it's actually like living with the pad. Is it easy to use daily? Does it do anything for that stubborn stiffness? And what the benefits look like in real life. But before we begin, I want to share with you the best Novaa deal I could find, so click the link in the description or scan this QR code to make a Novaa purchase that your wallet won't regret. Alright, so let's get into the unboxing. Inside the box you got the red light therapy pad itself, a remote control to change the settings, a Type-C power cable, a stretchy strap to keep the pad in place, and the user manual with the usual safety guidance. First impression, this thing is light. Like, I expected more bulk light. It's about 0.6 pounds, and it's compact enough that it doesn't eat up any drawer space and can be tossed into a bag if you travel. And the pad is way more flexible than I expected too. It's not stiff like a plastic panel. It's almost like a piece of clothing, which makes it easy to wrap around different body parts without having to fight it. You just strap it on and it stays there. Now for the nerdy part of the build, you're getting 450 light chips total, 300 infrared chips with 850 nanometer wavelengths, and 150 red chips with 660 nanometers. I'll show you the layout up close because, yes, I absolutely did the thing where I pointed at the LEDs like I'm presenting a tiny solar farm. They also claim a 50,000 plus hour LED lifetime for the product, which basically means it won't die anytime soon. Now, size-wise, it's 16.3 by 7.9 inches, which feels like a good middle ground. Big enough to cover an area like your lower back or knee, but not so huge that it turns into a household appliance. Overall, the design is simple and straightforward. No app, no pairing, you plug it in, strap it on, and the setup is basically effortless. Now, let's keep this super simple. This red light therapy pad is basically meant to help you manage those common, annoying areas of muscle and joint discomfort. Lower back, knees, neck, shoulders, I sat weird yesterday for 5 minutes and now I feel like I'm 90 starter pack. Consistent sessions and you may get some of the red light therapy benefits people talk about, like temporary relief from minor aches and stiffness. Now a quick detour into regulatory stuff. NovaaLab markets the Light Pad as an FDA-cleared Class 2 medical device. Basically, this indicates that the device is actually cleared through the FDA's 510(k) pathway, and that generally means it was reviewed as substantially equivalent to a legally marketed predicate device, meaning it's considered as safe and effective as another existing approved device for its intended use, which in this case is temporary pain relief. So here's the thing. According to NovaaLab, plenty of users say they started noticing results within the first few weeks of regular use. The key word is regular. If you use it once, forget about it for 2 weeks, and then panic use it on a Sunday night, that's not a routine, that's a cry for help. The general recommendation is 3 to 5 times a week consistently. And honestly, making it a habit is pretty easy because the setup is extremely clear-cut. Step 1, put the pad on the area you're targeting and secure it with the strap. Now, step 2, connect the pad to the remote, plug it in, and you're basically ready to go. And step 3, the remote is super straightforward. You can control the intensity and choose whether the light stays steady or runs in a pulsing mode during the session. Now, one thing to know, this pad is not battery powered on its own. You'll need to plug it into an outlet using a USB-C power adapter, or if you want to move around during a session, you can run it off a power bank. During a session, you might feel a bit of warmth, maybe a light tickle on the skin, but that's about it. If it's burning your skin or is irritating, then you're either overdoing it or using it wrong. Stop and adjust. I started using this during the holiday season, which was not a calm time of year for me. Holiday travel, long days, and gearing up for CES 2026, where, yes, my schedule was intense and I may or may not have fought a robot. But all that chaos actually made for a great test. Because if a device can survive that month and still be easy to use, it definitely can survive normal human life too. Here's what I noticed. First, an improvement in the stiffness I was feeling. This was the big one. After about 3 weeks of consistent use, my lower back felt noticeably less stiff, and the shoulder and neck tension I get from stress started fading instead of just moving to a new location. Next, short sessions seemed to work well for me. Most days I did 15 to 20 minutes, and that was it. It doesn't need to take over your life. Next, let's talk portability and weight. Because it's light and flexible, I can throw it in a bag and use it at a hotel, or while I'm at home, I can wear it while doing basic stuff like work, watching TV, or doing the dishes. Also, there's an option for a hands-free approach. This is the Light Pad's advantage over stationary panels. You're not stuck in one place holding a pose like you're charging in the sun. And lastly, it's a low-risk purchase. NovaaLab offers a 60-day trial and a 1-year warranty, so you're not locked in forever if it's not for you. And look, the price is already pretty approachable for what this is, but I've got an even better deal for you. If you want to check it out, click the link in the description to get my exclusive discount, or you can also scan the QR code on screen. All right, tiny science break. Don't worry, it's just the essentials, no PhD required. This pad uses 2 very common photo biomodulation wavelengths. Red light at 660 nanometers and near infrared light at 850 nanometers. The simple way to think about it is 660 nanometers is more surface level, skin, and superficial tissue, while 850 nanometers tend to penetrate deeper, reaching further into muscles and joint areas. A 2025 scientific review highlights that researchers are looking at how light therapy helps calm inflammation, supports muscle cell repair, and supports cellular energy production. Here's the key mindset. Red light therapy isn't a switch that overrides your body. It's more like it's nudging your biological processes, which is why people usually talk about gradual changes, not instant results. Parameters also matter a lot, and studies don't always use the same settings, which is one reason outcomes can vary. So when you hear claims you can use red light therapy for joint pain, red light therapy for nerve damage, or red light therapy for chronic pain, think of these claims more like this is being studied and some people are reporting benefits, and not this is a guaranteed fix. And yes, I also gotta put red light therapy for pain relief on screen here too, because the internet demands sacrifices. All right, now limitations. And honestly, I only ran into a couple. First, the NovaaLab Red Light Pad is not rechargeable. The pad has to be plugged into an outlet or you power it from a power bank. So it's portable, but it's not wireless freedom portable. Second, results are gradual and they vary by person. If you use it once in a while, you'll probably feel nothing. The only way this gets results is if you actually build it into your routine and give it a few weeks. Third, and this is very important, this is not going to fix serious injuries or trauma. Think of it as a supportive wellness tool for minor aches and stiffness, not a replacement for medical care. If you've got real pain or something that's getting worse, talk to a professional. And if you want to try it, reminder, I've got a special deal running right now. Check the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to get the current discount. Bottom line time, while concocting this Novaa Light Pad review, the gadget worked best for me when I made it part of my routine. It's not a miracle button, but with consistent use, it can support recovery, ease everyday stiffness, and promote healthier tissue over time. It very well may be the best infrared light therapy pad out there. It's good if you want a non-invasive drug-free option for minor aches, if you're active and want something easy to add into your regimen after workouts or light strains, or if you're dealing with age-related stiffness and just want to feel looser during normal daily life. However, if you need instant results or you're dealing with a serious injury, this is not the answer. If this was helpful, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss out on my next review, and drop a comment if you want to let me know what you want me to test out next. See you in the next one.